What makes a passport weak or strong? Is it the size of the country, its economy, GDP, military power, foreign policy, diplomatic relation, or is it something else? Join us to find out why Nepal has the weakest passport and what our government is doing about it. Research finding on Nepal's rank in the world. Why is it so weak? Nepal ranks 98th out of the 192 countries in the world. According to the Henley Passport Index, Nepal's passport, ranked among the weakest, allows visa-free or visa-on-arrival access to only 40 countries, which leads us to understanding what passport privilege is. Passport privilege is a concept that highlights the disparities in freedom of movement between citizens of different countries. Countries with strong passports such as Germany, Japan, and Singapore enjoy visa-free or visa-on-arrival access to most destinations worldwide. In stark contrast, Nepal's passport ranks among the weakest globally. Strength of a passport depends on global mobility score. For Nepali citizens, international travel often requires navigating a complex and costly visa application process. This process includes hours of paperwork, anxiety, bank statements, proof of college or work, medical records, fee payment receipts, and an interview round. Additionally, cross-examination starts even before leaving Nepal. Travel mobility decreases, obviously. Getting a visa or traveling for emergency travel can take several weeks or even months. There is a case of racism at international airports based on which country's passport you carry. All of this reason brings in their own social, economic, and health problems for a country with a weak passport. This is caused by Nepali citizens' illegal travel, visa overstay, going out of status on their travel document. Overall, the susceptibility of an individual from a country to try to permanently stay there or participate in the social economic condition of the country. To be honest, before we start pointing fingers, we need to point it at ourselves. People who travel illegally or overstay their limited travel time, people who fake asylum status only to be discovered later, and people who commit even the smallest of crimes. We need to point fingers at our own government for having the inability to provide for their own citizens and then systematically forcing them to leave the country. We need to highlight the inability of Nepal's government's diplomats for failing to maintain good relationship with other countries. Passport color. Passport color has a very interesting story. One can say it's just color, but sometimes color receives first among equal rights. Maroon, burgundy, or brown is the color of passport in many powerful European countries. It was easily recognized and hence slowly developed as a symbol of power. Fun fact, there are only 4 colors of passport in the world. Can you guys guess what they are? Feel free to comment down below. Comparison among other countries and what the government is doing about it to strengthen it. What is a global mobility score? A global mobility score is what the Henley Passport Index uses to determine how strong a passport is considered to be. It looks at how many destinations the passport holder can visit without obtaining a visa first. The more places the passport holder can visit without a visa, the stronger the passport. Factors determining passport strength. Combination of countries, diplomatic relations, economic power, security, governance, and a geopolitical standing, all of which contribute to its citizens' ability to travel freely around the world. Economic stability. Countries with a stable economy and robust political system tend to have a stronger passport. Below, we show the weakest passports in the world, based on the number of destinations that citizens can travel visa-free. Geopolitical influence. Geopolitical influence plays a crucial role in passport privilege. Major global powers such as the United States, European Union member states, Japan, and countries with significant regional influence have strong passports. Their geopolitical standing and economic clout often grant them leverage in international relations, resulting in more favorable travel arrangements for their citizens. Income. Countries with higher gross domestic product per capita also enjoys more visa-free destination. Fragility. One of the primary indicators is the level of violence in a country, measured by bombings, terrorist attacks, ethnic conflict, and organized crime. As a result, countries such as Somalia, South Sudan, and Syria have some of the lowest visa-free scores. Strong diplomatic relationships, trade agreements, and political alliance between countries can lead to more visa waiver and improved passport power. Strained diplomatic relations or security concerns can result in countries imposing visa restrictions on each other's citizens, weakening their respective passport power. Why is Nepal's passport so weak? Over the past 18 years, our Nepali passport has fallen down more than 20 notches on the global ranking index. Many wouldn't believe, but the Nepali passport is weaker than the passport of even North Korea, which the world has long condemned as a one-party communist dictatorship. In the same way, the situation is worse than that of countries like Congo and Nigeria, which are being ravaged by civil wars, political instability, and various other factors. Specifically, in Nepal's case, Foreign Affairs expert and former Prime Minister Beg Padar Thapa believes that the way Nepal's passport was used to enter foreign countries during the Maoist insurgency could have been reflected in its present standing. Similarly, another reason often given for the lack of trust in Nepal is the citizens' propensity to overstay their visas or live illegally in the nations that they travel to. However, Dr. Nischal Nath Pandey, director of the Center for South Asian Studies, did not think that was the sole cause because other labor exporting countries with citizens allegedly doing the same things have stronger passports than ours. According to two officials from the foreign ministry who did not wish to be identified as they were not authorized to speak to the media, there have been several cases over the years of the misuse of passports by either diplomats or officials. When it comes to ordinary citizens, there have been many instances of Nepali people overstaying visas or living illegally in the country that they travel to on tourist visa. The poor international standing of Nepalese is a cause of concern, especially as Nepal is no longer in the midst of a conflict, or it's not involved in any large-scale criminal fraud or terrorist incident, and most importantly, it is a democracy. Major incidents that contribute to our weak passports are probably because of cases such as the Bhutan fake Nagrita passport case, which probably has a huge hand in Nepal having a low passport rank. RAW, or also the Indian intelligence, has raised an alert to internal security agencies in Nepal against Chinese covert operations in India. Chinese agents are obtaining Nepali passports to enter India and then settling down and integrating among the local communities in cities like Pune. Part 3. Solution. How can the government improve our passport? Efforts to improve the Nepali passport. To address the weakness of the Nepali passport, experts have called for the government to take several actions. Institutions and the academic community need to systematically recognize and address the problems caused by passport inequality, making it a regular part of the discussion and policy considerations. As we look to the future, the conversation around passport and mobility transcends mere travel convenience. It reflects deeper issues of global division and opportunity. Nations with limited access often face uphill battles in improving their economic standing. Passport disparity often leads to individuals from countries with less powerful passports to seek unauthorized means to cross borders, as it creates significant barriers to legal entry. This contributes to complex global challenges in illegal immigration, including security risks, economic impacts, strain on public resources, difficulties in social integration, humanitarian concerns, legal complexities, strained internal relations, and greater societal divisions. Nations with internal conflicts face mobility barriers, leading to isolation. This limits travel and worsens stability issues. Passport strength depends on a country's foreign policy and alliances. Positive relations means more visa-free travel. Maybe our government needs to work on diplomatic relations with other countries. Or maybe they should figure something out. What do you guys think? What should our government do to strengthen our passport so that the youths that have left Nepal can actually come back and contribute to the society? Share your thoughts below. Like, share, and subscribe. Benson out.